simple as it was. Seriously. So, this is the reason why I didn't think it was simple. One, I thought everybody drove stick shifts. False. Not every trucker drives stick shifts. There's also automatic. There's actually a lot of automatic trucks. A lot of the newer trucks are strictly automatic, okay? Nothing against stick shift. But I'm just saying, if you don't know how to drive a stick shift, you could drive with an automatic. And prepare yourself. There's going to be some people in the comments talking about, oh, you're just a steering wheel holder. Guess what? We're still making money. All right. Number 2. I thought I had to be a husky man. No, seriously. Like, the stereotypical look of a truck driver, you would think a man with a flannel shirt, blue jeans, overalls, and a trucker cap. But you will see there's truck drivers nowadays in all different shades, all different shapes, all different sizes, you know, all different cultures. You feel me? There's not just one type of truck driver, okay? So no matter who you are, if you want to get behind the wheel, you can. Number 3. What did I think? I just thought it was going to be hard to learn how to drive it. And it's not. So, now understand different difficulties for different people, you know. But I'll say the hardest thing I had to do to get adjusted with driving a truck is understanding the feel of the space. Like, because it's most definitely larger than most cars. I said most cars. It's larger than any car that you know. And also backing and steering your trailer. Now, when you're driving forward, outside of when you got to make turns and go around curves, pretty much your trailer is going to follow you. It's only when you make your turns and go around curves that you need to make sure that you're giving enough space for your trailer to make a clearance. But if you're driving straight, for the most part, you're pretty much good. Now, when it comes to backing, you truly are steering your trailer tires. And I like to call this a mind, okay? Because in a car, if you need to turn left to back up, you turn your wheel to the left to back up. When you need to turn right to back up, you turn your wheel right to back up. With a truck, in order to turn your trailer to the left, you gotta turn your wheel to the right. And you know, to back up to the right, you gotta turn your wheel to the left. Okay? So that's an adjustment. Okay? What else? What else? I just felt like it was hard, you know. But when I went to trucking school, for one, getting into trucking school was easy. Okay, I just had to take 4 tests, just like how you kind of do when you check your regular driving test. You got the written part, right? So it's 4 tests: general knowledge, air brake, tanker, and combinations. Okay, that's the 4 tests that I had to take at the Texas DPS. Then I had to get a physical. Now, this is a drug-free job, which means you cannot have any drugs in your system, even marijuana, even though it's legal. It could be legal in your state. It's not legal as a CDL holder, okay? Because it's not legal across the country. Plain and simple. So you gotta have your system clean before you even think about doing this, okay? Once you pass your physical, pass the drug test, they get you in an orientation. Learn some things in orientation. At Prime, PSD, for the most part, is one-on-one instruction. Okay? You got your PSD instructor and you. Now, sometimes you may have a group of 4 students in your group with one PSD instructor. That's fine, you know. But compared to other places, I heard people have to be in a class of 20, you know, and they gotta wait their turn one at a time. At Prime, you will have more hands-on instruction, okay? So I got that. I had trucks I could practice on when I wasn't being instructed, and I aced all 3 of my driving portions of my test: my back end, my pre-trip, and my driving, the first try. So after that, you know, you go on TNT. I ain't gonna lie, it was a little nerve-wracking because that's the first time you really get a chance to go over the road if you haven't done it during PSD. Okay, so like for instance, I was a student that had 3 other people in my group while I was, you know, being taught during the PSD phase. And during that time, I didn't get over the road experience because I stayed in the Springfield terminal, and all I had to do was go to the pad and back to my hotel room. That Prime take care of. Okay, so that was that. So with TNT, that was my first over-the-road experience. So I had to get used to making sure I stayed in the middle of the lane. I had to get used to making wide turns around the clearance of a corner, you know. What else I had to get used to? Oh, looking at cars and things of that nature in my side mirrors. You feel me? Now we do have a simulator at Prime to where you can practice, but that's digital. And most definitely, I can tell you as a person who's been driving for 4 years, that simulator is not equivalent to driving over the road. It's not. It's really not. So I had to get used to that. Okay? But I got used to it. The hardest thing I would say, like I said, was backing. It probably took me almost a year to learn and 2 years to master. Okay? And there's still gonna be days where you're gonna be like, what the fudge? You know? But I mean, that's trucking. But I'm a beast at it. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm gonna toot my own horn. I'm a beast. You can, anybody who roll with me, they can attest to you about that. I'm a beast with my driving and backing. So, but it took time and experience. So, if you think trucking may be hard to get into, I mean, of course, everything's going to seem difficult in the beginning. That's life, and that's what happens when you learn a new skill, a new trade. But if I can do it, you can do it too. Okay? So don't stress yourself. Don't fret yourself. If you need some more words of encouragement, hit me up, or you can follow me on my social media. I'll drop some stuff on there. And good luck to you. Got any questions? Feel free to contact me, all right? Or hit me